Hi everyone, Wendy and Les here.
Hi. So we're on the Sunday of the Victoria Day weekend 2022 and we decided to take a day off.
We did, and we walked to Uptown from all the way from the west side to Uptown. We went to Rockies, we had a couple of beers, some wings.
And right now we're standing in the Uptown Pedway looking down on the city.
Oh look, Rose is in port.
Yes, that's the ferry that goes to Digby, Nova Scotia, and it docks here for the night. It takes at least one trip per day, round trip, every day, and in the summer per day.
Yes.
And what we're looking at and what we're showing you today is going to be some of the projects that are happening here in Uptown, which make the place look like a bit of an eyesore at the moment, but it's going to be all worthwhile in the long run. And so we're going to show you. We started up here because we just came out of the pub and we thought this would give you a good vantage point of the work, but we're going to head down the stairs and out the door and just show you a little bit of the projects that are going on and why Saint John is booming and why you should probably think about moving here sooner rather than later.
Yes, and why we love it so much. So we're in the Pedway system right now from Market Square going into...
Goes into everywhere. We have the aquatic center, we have pubs, the shopping centers, two major hotels are attached to this. The city hall is attached to this Pedway. TD station for sporting and concert events is attached. And right now, because we're kind of in the middle of spring, it's not a big deal. We can walk outside, but in the wintertime when we get our usual small amount of snow, it can be very handy to have this indoor walkway system.
Yes. Now we have done a video of the Pedway system before, but it was a very long time ago. So if you search our YouTube channel and just punch in Pedway, you'll find the videos. It was in the winter, a couple of winters ago, I believe.
Yes. Now, what we're looking at across, there's actually 3 different projects going on at once. And over here we have the Market Slip. So unfortunately, they had to rip up the boardwalk from all of our favorite pubs.
They did.
But the short-term pain will be worth the long-term gain because they are going to be making patios that are year-round, indoor and outdoor, 12 months of the year, and much bigger than they were, with a much better sound stage. The stage is still there. And this summer, starting next month, there are temporary patios there. But that is its own. In the front of it, there's going to be a skating rink. So I think it's going to be part of what used to be a beer gardens, and it may still be that in the summertime, but in the winter we will have an outdoor skating rink, public skating. And so that is the Market Slip project, and that is being done mostly through the city of Saint John. And I don't know how many pubs there are on that strip on the boardwalk.
5 or 6?
Yeah, at least. And so we're going to cross the street here when we get a chance, and we're going to show you the other 2 major projects going on. Well, one major one maybe not quite as major.
Do you want to cross here?
Yes.
Okay.
Although if we do it now, we might get run over.
That's okay. We'll wait for the light.
So it's a Sunday. There's not a lot of traffic, and we were debating whether to do this video because it was foggy earlier on.
But it's all lifting.
It's starting to, yes. So, and now that we've had a couple of beers in us, we feel very, what is it? What's the word?
Social?
Social.
I don't know.
Social's a good word. And we know we haven't done many videos lately, but sorry for that, but stick with us. This is going to be incredibly exciting as we get across the road.
It is. And, when we were sitting there in the pub and we were having a beer and we were having wings, we were just at Rockies. And we were just really kind of like talking about why we love Saint John so much. And I know our channel is called We Love Saint John, but sometimes we veer off the beaten track a bit. We just want to come back to why we love this area so much. First and foremost, we're on the ocean. Second, tons of friendly people. Third, look at this architecture. I mean, come on. There's some buildings here that have been here for hundreds of years. Some of them were rebuilt after the fire of 1877. But the architecture down here is absolutely amazing. And Saint John, it's growing, and the growth and the people pouring into the city, the economic growth, it's become a real hub of everything. And we love to be a part of something like that.
So we're getting to a part of the fence where Wendy's short little arms can maybe hold the camera over top.
Maybe. Like over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are on the waterfront, and this is one of the last urban undeveloped waterfronts. This used to be a Coast Guard site, and now it is part of the Fundy Key project, which is happening in phases. And this is a sign that our city is booming, which for many years people were mostly moving out of the city, but now there's so much demand to be in this city. And so the Fundy Key project right now is what's happening is they're reinforcing the seawall, and they're getting it prepared to be built with 5 high-rise mixed-use residential, commercial, and retail buildings that are going to go on this site. They're going to be built one at a time. Each one will take about 2 years to build. And this whole area will be developed, so there will be an amphitheater here. We already talked about the outdoor skating rink that will be over there, along with all of the boardwalk cafes and their patios, the outdoor patios year-round. Here you will have the Harbor Passage, which we've also done a video of, that will connect to this area. And you will have a real social hub. So there's going to be park space, there's going to be benches, there's going to be walking areas, and there's going to be all of this mixed use development here. It's going to take some time, about 10 years in total, but it is going to be absolutely stunning. And it is just one sign of how this city is growing and booming. There are other areas in Uptown where there were buildings that stood, or old decrepit buildings that have been here for 100 years that are now being redeveloped into beautiful residential areas because people want to be here.
Yes.
And you know, at times when we first moved here 4 years ago, we sometimes thought we were the only people that wanted to be here. But over the last couple of years, there's such a movement of people that want to come here, want a change of lifestyle, want to feel more at ease and feel welcome where they live. They want to have open spaces and friendly people. And so this city is booming. And you know, a lot of you know that Wendy and I are realtors, Royal LePage Atlantic, we always have to say that. But we just think that this is a place to be if you want to change the lifestyle. If you love the urban center of downtown Toronto and you want to stay there, by all means do that. But if you are looking for something different, this is such a wonderful city to be. Like, the Atlantic Canada in general is so friendly and warm and embracing and full of history. But places like Halifax have gotten very unaffordable. Even Charlottetown on PEI has gotten quite unaffordable. Saint John is one of the last somewhat affordable cities to move to in Atlantic Canada because of the demand.
And not to mention that it's probably one of the prettiest. Like, honestly, when we first moved out here, I didn't know if I wanted to be in Saint John until I spent some time here. It's gorgeous here. Just gorgeous.
This building up ahead on the left
yeah,
is one of the most photographed buildings in the city.
Like, look at that.
The copper roof.
You don't see stuff like this other than maybe Quebec City, do you think?
There's some old cities. We certainly never saw it in BC where we came from, because they tear everything down.
But look at that, just amazing. And that's right on the harbor front, so.
And there's condominiums in there that you can buy.
Yeah.
So now, as we keep going on.
It's a little windy, sorry, and this is an impromptu kind of video, so we didn't bring our microphone, so we apologize.
We're walking along Water Street here.
Yes.
Oh, the other thing they're going to have in the Fundy Key area is tidal steps where you can walk right down into the water, because we have the highest tides in the world here.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
So now what we're coming up to, if you can see it on one of the things there, one of the containers, is this is the Area 506 waterfront container village.
Let me try to.
So this is more of a temporary development, but this is both going to serve the Area 506 music festival that we have here, and 506 is the area code for New Brunswick, in case you were wondering why it's called that. But this is also going to service as entertainment for the cruise ships that are coming into port this summer.
So I just wanted to point out here, since we're zoomed in, if you see that tower right at the top of the hill there, that's across the harbor. That's the Lower West End, and where that tower is over there, that's where we live. And so we walked here. So it was definitely walkable to Uptown. We're gonna take a taxi back, but just everything is so compact here as well. And that's another thing that we absolutely love about Saint John.
Yeah, where we live, we can drive to Uptown in 5 minutes, but until we learn to walk on water, we have to walk around the water to get here. So it took us an hour.
It did, yeah, but it was a lovely walk because it hugs the water. You have to go over through Reversing Falls.
So this container village, because the boardwalk has been temporarily torn up, this is one of the ways that they're compromising to service the cruise ship passengers. Is this container village will have vendors and bars and entertainment all summer long for all the cruise ship passengers and for the big 506 music festival.
We don't know who's going to be in town this summer, but they usually always have like a one headliner or two.
Yeah, for sure. Last year we could hear it right from our home on the west side.
We could, because although we're across the water, we're actually very close.
Oh, for sure. So Uptown is absolutely booming. There are several new apartment developments. The restaurants, look at that one across the way, Steamers
is
Seafood.
Now open.
Lobster Company, that's one of our favorite spots in town.
It is.
It's a little pricey, but you have a great time there.
And it's casual. It's pricey, great seafood, but it's casual. So you don't have to worry about showing up in shorts and a t-shirt. Just, show up, eat your lobster, whichever way you want.
And I am a shorts and t-shirt kind of guy.
Yes.
So this is the container village. So we're extremely excited because for us, the cruise ship industry here is near and dear to our hearts, because that's how we discovered Saint John, was coming here on a cruise. And we were a little concerned without the boardwalk merchants being here that the cruise ship passengers might not have anything to do. But with this container village full of entertainment and vendors, it's going to be awesome for the cruises. And without having them here for the last 2 years due to COVID, it's extremely exciting. We're hoping to do a video of the first big cruise ship that comes into port, which will be in June.
We cannot wait. We have missed the cruise ship so badly. It was just part of the cityscape every summer when we first moved here, and my gosh, they've been such a void in this city, and we're so happy to have them back, and we're so glad that they have this little area here to embrace the Saint John spirit. It's gonna be lovely. I can't wait to see it.
We've been on a few cruises in our lifetime, and we've never been welcomed into a port more than we were in Atlantic Canada. Both Saint John and Halifax, they would have the bagpipes going. They had the Canadian flags flying, and just a ton of volunteers to welcome us into town. It just gave us such a warm, cozy feeling, even though we are Canadian and came from Vancouver on a cruise from New York. It was just a wonderful feeling, and we love the way that our visitors are treated when they come to visit us in Saint John.
Yeah. So Area 506, the waterfront container village, the Fundy Key project, just all signs of things to come here in Saint John. It's a lovely, lovely city. So anything to add, Schmoops?
Well, we know that prices of homes have risen here, and they're going to keep rising probably. nobody has a crystal ball. We can't see the future, but the demand for living here has gotten so high, and it is still one of the most affordable cities in Canada. But more than that, it's one of the friendliest and most beautiful cities in Canada. So
Yeah.
if you haven't been, come for a visit, stay for a lifetime.
Yes. And so we just mentioned a few additional things of why we love Saint John. So come on out.